Let me record. Okay, so let me record our lecture for the others na who are not yet here. Okay, but Trish, si Abela pala nandito. Okay, so good morning and welcome back to our lectures ng ating COOKERY. Okay, so the last time that Ma'am Villanueva taught you about our lecture, okay, is for the clean and kitchen premises, which is the core one. Okay, the core one, which is very important in all of the cores, kasi it is the competency or core competency that that applies in every core. Okay, kaya kung mapapansin nyo, if you be here and then you asking me for a CBLM or curriculum-based learning materials, which is the book that we are using. Okay, let me clarify. The CBLM po is the alternative, okay, resources, materials for you to understand our core competency or class or sessions or tawag nito, lectures natin sa COOKERY. So lahat ng tinuturo namin nandun yan sa CBLM na tinatawag natin. So kung ano po yung tinuturo ni Ma'am Villanueva o ni Ma'am Zarelyn Acid and ako especially kasi ako rin yung isa sa bumuo. Okay, sa CBLM almost 60% of CBLM is created by me. Okay, so ano yun? Yun po yung ine-explain namin sa inyo. Yun po yung dinidiscuss po namin sa inyo. Okay, sa inyong lectures para maintindihan nyo po ng lubusan ano po ang meron sa COOKERY NC2. Okay, so yun. So kung ano po yung discuss, that will be for the CF, that will be for all. Okay, discussion of the COOKERY and then the core one. Okay, which is applies in all the core competency because in every preparations that we made, okay, inside the kitchens or any preparations that we made, okay, to prepare a certain kind of dish or food, we always apply the clean kitchen premises. We always apply the CLAGO. What is CLAGO? Okay, CLAGO means clean as you go. Okay, so as you go into the kitchen, as you go in to a certain kind of preparations, okay, all you need to do is to clean as you go. Okay, so dumating ka ng malinis yung kusina, syempre aalis ka rin ng malinis ang kusina. Likewise na ginagawa natin sa loob ng ating actual or the ating laboratory. Okay, so ganun pong ginagawa natin. So the scholars are trained to clean their areas, okay, as soon as they leave their premises. Okay, so let me share to you now my screen, okay, of discussion of core 2. Okay, core 2 na po tayo. Which is the prepare the stock soup and sauces. Okay, this is quite long discussion because there are a lot of terminologies that we tackled, okay, here in our CBLM 2. Okay, then I have also a different side additional lectures, okay, kung ano man yung nandito po sa ating lectures. Okay, so the competency-based learning material, this is alternative for the book. Okay, this is collaborative, this is informative kasi lahat ng mga nandito sa loob is came from the book na ginagamit international natin. So thank God sa isang friend ko na tumulong sa akin to come up with this kind of learning materials that is much more informative to the others. Even the recipes that being made or conducted, okay, sa ating COOKERY NC2, lahat po ng recipe nandyan po sa inyong LMS. Okay, nandyan po sa inyong CBLM na ginagamit po ninyo. Kaya pag once na nagsasagot na kayo ng inyong modules through our online discussion, which is this one, the NEO LMS, you try to look the core. Okay, because the core competency indicates the different informations or knowledge that you need, okay, in order for you to gain more about our industry, which is the cooking industry. Okay, so prepare stock, soups and sauces and soups. Okay, so ayan, so nakalagay naman dyan yung prepare yung pangalan ko. Okay, so lahat yan ng CBLM is ano yan, nakalagay po yung pangalan po ng school at pangalan po ng creator. Okay, kung sino po yung nag-create yan. Okay, so now nakikita niyo po yung screen ko.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so clear naman po yan, no? Etong lectures na po ito, makikita niyo po ito sa NEO. So kung mag-request kayo ng copy, okay, ng inyong lectures, makikita nyo po yan sa inyong meal. Okay, so para at least mas malagdagan pa po yung inyong mga knowledge. Okay, so stock, sauces, and soups. That's the information sheet 1.1, okay, which is a state that the common problems of stock, sauces, and soups. But before we go to the different common problems, okay, we need to know what are the basics. Okay, what are the different informations na kailangan natin? Ilipat lang po ako. Ano po? Ay, hindi, mamaya pa po. Lilipat lang ako. So, I'm back. Okay, I'm back here sa aking, lumipat lang po ako ng station kasi dumarami na po. Mahirap po kasi mag-discuss kapag marami nagsasalita po sa paligid natin, di ba? Tama po ba? Ayan, so, so nandito po ako sa library. Meron po mga ibang CBLM po na nandito sa library. Kaya if you want to see po the CBLM, the physical CBLM po, you can ask po. You can ask me kapag nandito na po kayo sa loob ng GIST or ng. Okay, so to know how to prepare the stocks, glazes, essence required for menu items, to understand the terminologies and preparing stocks, glazes, essence required for menu items, to know that the different common problems of the stocks and the different alternatives in preparing the stocks and sauces. Okay, let's let us define first what is the stock. Okay, stock is the important or the importance of the stock in the kitchen indicated by the French word. Okay, means fond, meaning foundation or base. So there is no such thing as sauces or soup that cannot be created not connected with this stock, because stock is the foundation. It is the base, okay, of all classical cuisine. Okay, in order for us to prepare a good stocks, okay, and to define the different skills, okay, required in the preparation in the kitchen. So stock means foundation or base. So let us have the different definition pa ng stock. Okay, stock is a liquid form. Okay, liquid forms of foundation or the foundation of sauces and soups. Simmering various combination of bones, vegetable, herb, extracts their flavors to create this foundation. So the composition of the stock is not just a water. Okay, it composed of bones, vegetables, herb, okay, to extract the flavor to create the foundation. So the preparation of the stock is not just boiling of water, but simmering of different ingredients to extract their nutrients or flavors to make the stock much more much more appetizing or much more usable, okay, to different sauces or soups that we are going to prepare. Okay, so stock may be defined as a clear or thin, which is unthickened, okay, liquid flavored by soluble substances extract from meat or poultry or fish and their bones, okay, and also from vegetables and seasonings. What seasonings are we talking about here? Okay, we are not talking about liquid nor seasoning. No. Okay, the seasoning that we're talking here is is herb and spice. Okay, herbs and spice po ang tinutukoy po nating seasonings dito. Okay, plus the condiments that we are using inside the kitchen. Those are the seasonings. Okay, that combine with the vegetable and type of protein, and that's the time you will prepare or you will create a stock. Okay, so the next discuss siguro maybe tomorrow before we start in additional core or continuation ng ating core 2 kasi medyo mahaba to. We will start with the urban spice. Okay, then followed by the kitchen tools and equipments, then kitchen brigade. And then we proceed tayo sa ating next discussion natin para mas dumami pa yung ating information kasi yung position po natin ngayon bilang trainee or bilang scholar sa ngayon kasalukuyan is doesn't stop there. Meron pong progress yan. May iba't ibang positions po na pwede nyong applyan, okay, after you graduate here in Cookery. And some of you are targeting to get abroad. Okay, ito pong training po natin ng Cookery, enough na po itong license, okay, to access, to have an access for our, ano yun, sa future natin, like if you want to make abroad pa, kung kaya pa natin. Or for those who are younger than us, targetin nyo to. Okay, kasi malaking opportunity kapag once na tapos nyo tong Cookery LC2 natin. I'm not saying all of you, okay, but there are some of you, okay, that are targeting, okay, for their future career to be part of the international cuisines. Okay, so this is just the basic. Okay, lahat ng tuturo natin dito is just the basic. Okay, lahat to basic to. When you go to abroad, yan, doon na ngayon nyo i-apply yung basic at doon nyo pa po siya mas mai-enhance. Okay? So next, we continue in our discussion. Our objective in the preparing stock is to select the proper ingredients, then to extract the flavors we want. In other words, to combine the correct ingredients with correct procedure. Okay, so creating a correct or creating a quality stock needs to have a quality ingredients. Okay, we need a quality type of protein, which is the bones. We need a type of quality of vegetable. And we need to have a quality seasonings. Okay, in order for us to have a quality stock, okay, na kailangan natin. Okay, so before we proceed with our different preparation of our stock, let us first define the different principles in preparing the stocks. Okay, the number one is start with cold water. Okay, the second is cut the vegetable according to the size or type of stocks. Okay. And the third one is select your protein base. The fourth is simmering, and the fifth is steaming. Okay, why do we need to start in cold water? Because most of the protein and minerals are dissolved in cold water. Using hot water will dilute, okay, will dilute the proteins and will dilute the vitamins and minerals. It will evaporate using our hot water. So using cold water, it gives a much more impact to our preparation of stocks. The second one is the cut of vegetable to the appropriate size or type of stock. Okay, so of course, the longer na pinapakuluan natin yung stock, dapat the bigger the vegetable. Why? Kasi kapag matagal masyado magpakulo ng stock tapos yung vegetable mo is maliliit, ang tendency kasi nito, madudurog. So pag nadurog yung vegetable mo, it creates cloud. It creates, tawag nito, it creates impurities. Mahihirapan ka ngayon makuha yung clear na stock kapag na-dissolve yung vegetable. And like sa vegetable na meron tayo, nakikita niyo sa picture sa kabila, meron tayong carrots. Kapag na-dissolve na, magiging kulay orange ang stock ninyo. Eh, ang kailangan kasi natin dito, okay, is clear. Okay? Or talagang it is a savory water. Okay? Pero ano siya, wala siyang salt kasi talagalagay ng salt dito. Bland. Pero may lasa siyang meat. May lasa siyang vegetable. May lasa siyang herbs and spice na ginamit natin. Okay, so why do we need to cut a vegetable in appropriate size in the type of stock? Because to prevent the breakages, okay, or turn into small pieces palalo, okay, or ma-break down into small yung ating mga vegetable. For example, if we are preparing a vegetable stock, which is need to be created for about 30 minutes. So ang vegetable mo para mas ma-extract mo ng maayos yung kanyang nutrients is maliliit. The smaller the cut of our vegetable, the more nutrients ang pwede niyang ma-extract or makuha. Okay? Kaya di ba minsan sinasabi sa inyo na litan mo lang ihiwa mo para mas malasa. That's true. Kasi the more na mas maliliit po yung ating vegetable, the more na mas na-extract yung kanyang nutrients o kanyang flavor at magbibigay yun ng mas magandang impact sa pagkain. So syempre, kapag malahaba naman yung ating pag-preparation, for example, 24 hours, do not cut the vegetable like a small dice. Cut the vegetable into a big sizes, but not the whole part of the vegetable. Lagay mo na din. Sige, matagal naman yung pakuluan, lagay mo na yun doon. Hindi. Okay? Kasi through cutting of vegetable kasi, it signifies the extraction of nutrients. Kapag ang gulay po natin ay may balat at niluto po natin, hindi lalabas yung nutrients nun. Okay? Kasi may block may cover. Okay? So, hindi lalabas yung nutrients natin. So, kailangan natin siyang balatan at kailangan natin siyang hiwain para lumabas yung nutrients natin. Not natin, ng gulay. Sorry. Okay. Next po natin is, the third principle is select your protein base. Okay, the protein base that we had here is the beef, chicken, and fish. Okay, so the beef, chicken, and fish, those are the basic, okay, basic proteins. Pasuyo ako ng extension cord. Okay, this type of bones natin or proteins natin, yan yung pwede natin gamitin as protein base sa paggawa ng stock natin. Siyempre, the different types of protein base, different cooking process yan. Okay, for example, sa fish need to cook for about less than an hour. The chicken need to be cooked for about 2 hours. The pork is need to be cooked for about 6 hours. And the beef can be cooked for about 12 to 24 hours to get the whole nutrients of the beef. Okay, ganyan katagal yung process ng paggawa ng stock. Okay? Which sa atin naman magagawa natin diyan is the chicken. Ayan. So chicken po yung basic po natin na gagawin natin kasi sa training duration po natin ng actual natin, we have only 6 hours. So when we prepare the chicken, we have 2 hours already. And then syempre meron pang mise en place yan, no? Okay, mise en place natin. Ang mise en place natin is for about 30 minutes. So meron ka ng 2.5. Okay, then additional na tayo ng papakulo, then 2 hours, then we have how many hours that we left na lang? Okay, 3 hours and a half na lang. So that's the 3 hours and a half for you. Ay, malipalitan. For you to prepare the stock natin. Rather the soup or the sauces. Ang assessment ninyo 4 hours lang. So habang nagpapakulo ka na ng stock, gawin mo na iba mong pang ingredients na dapat gawin. Okay. Yung mga iba't yung pang gawin. Ibang preparations pa na dapat gawin. Nakakatuwa lang kasi kahapon.
Wala ba tayo?
Ang alin po? Ayan. So kahapon natapos namin yung assessment ng institutional assessment ng batch 1 and 2 ko. I'm happy with the output. Okay, kasi nakatapos nila lahat. Okay, yung output nila. So that's the sama-sama na na lectures or kaya na actual na. Okay, next we go tayo with the preparation of the bones that we use, okay, the protein base that we use, either we can roast or blanch. Depends on the stocks that we need to create. For example, if we are preparing a white stock, okay, the process you need to blanch. Okay, if you are preparing a brown stock, the bones need to be roast. Okay, so just roast and blanch are two cooking methods that we need to know in the further discussions that we had. Okay, so discuss ko yan sa mga susunod na discussion natin. Okay, next natin is we have here the fourth principle is the simmering. Simmering, ito yung pagpapakulo ng ating stock natin. okay, through the extraction of flavor and nutrients, okay, it will create clouds, which is through the agitation of the ingredients. Okay? Yun po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, kapag yung masyadong maliliit yung vegetables, matagal yung stock mo, nagkikreate siya ng cloud. Kasi yung ingredients na dissolve, yung ingredients na ano siya na agitate, na kumbaga parang nalulusaw. Okay? So through the hour pour principle, doon natin makukuha yung extraction ng ating flavor at ng ating protein base. Okay? Kasi it's simmering. Okay? The last principle is the skimming. Okay? After the simmering of our stock, syempre, kukulo yan. Meron lalabas na tinatawag natin mga impurities. Those are the blood stains. Those are the dirt from the vegetables. Those are the dirt from the bones that we are using. And yun, nakikita niyo po dito sa kabilang side, yung bubbles na yan, that's what you call impurities. Okay, yung impurities, diba, usually pag nagluto kayo ng nilagang baka, lumalabas yan. Kasi ang baka kasi is bloody. Okay, that's what you call the impurities. Okay, so same thing with our preparation of our stock. Dahil continuous yung kanyang simmering, lalabas at lalabas talaga yung impurities. At you have the only thing that you need to do is to skim, to remove the foam, to remove the impurities. Okay? So next we go tayo with the elements of the stock. Okay, in our principle of our stock, okay, nakuha na natin yung principle ng stock natin, no? Okay, so the next one natin is the elements. Okay, what is this elements? Elements is the composition. Okay, elements is the composition of a different ingredients in preparing of stocks. Okay, what are those elements? We have the bones, we have the mirepoix, okay, we have the bouquet garni or sachet d'épi, and we have the cold water. Okay, the bones, okay, that we're using, which is the type of bones na kailangan ninyo, narinig niyo po ba ako?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Loud and clear naman po kahit medyo malayo yung mic. Okay,
Yes,
so the bones that we need here, okay, are the type of bones that you're selecting. Okay, which is the beef, the veal, the pork, the chicken, or the fish. Okay, we're using. And the composition or the composition of the stock is in the full length is dapat ang 50% daw ng total volume ng stock ninyo is bones. So for example, if you are preparing a 10 liters of stock, okay, the 5 liters of is came from bones. Okay, so ibig sabihin kalahati daw nung 10 liters na stock na prepare natin, so 5 kilogram na bones ang kailangan natin. Okay, and the 10 to 25% of that, which is the vegetable, which is what you call the mirepoix. Okay, pa-pronounce nga po mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
Yeah, thank you, Ma'am Julie. For the others. Okay, mirepoix is a combination of onion, carrot, and celery. It has a combination of 2:1:1. So we have 50% onion, 25% carrots, and 25% celery. Okay, when we are preparing the practical, okay, of mirepoix, we have the 1 cup. Okay, 1 cup. Let's say 2 cups of onion, 1 cup of carrot, 1 cup of celery. That's composed of 2:1:1. If we don't have measuring cup, we have the bowl. For example, bowl. Okay, 2 bowls of onion, 1 bowl of carrot, 1 bowl of celery. So that's the composition of the ratio. Okay, ng ating mirepoix natin. Okay, we divide the 1 cup. We divide the 1 cup into 3. Okay, so we need 1/2 cup of onion, 1/4 cup of carrot, and 1/4 cup of celery. That's the composition of mirepoix. Okay, and 10 to 25% out of 10 liters, example natin kanina, dapat ang meron doon is the vegetable, which is the mirepoix. Okay? So, nakuha po ba? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Ay, thank you po, Sir Julian. Okay, next we have the bouquet garni and sachet d'épices. Bouquet garni it's a composed of kaya bouquet garni, garnish. Okay, those are fresh herb. Okay, that we are using, bouquet garni. And we have the sachet d'épices or sachet de spices. Okay, so those are the different spices that we are using. Which is the peppercorn, laurel, garlic cloves, okay, star anise, okay, fennel seeds, cilantro seeds. Those are the spices. Okay, we define the spices and the herbs in the further discussion so for our lecture natin. Define natin yan para mas maintindihan natin yung yung sinasabi ni sir. Okay, so here in our nourishing elements, so those are the elements of the stock. Okay, the bones, mirepoix, bouquet garni, the shade d'épices, and the cold water. Okay, and the other one natin that we had is the let's give the benefit to the herbs that we are using or the vegetable that we are using because it gives nutrients. Okay, the nourishing elements, okay, in our stock, those are the vegetables. Those are the meat trimmings. Those are the bones that we are using. Okay, kasi we are extracting the flavor. We are conducting the fourth principle, which is the simmering. Okay, so the longer it simmer, okay, the more flavor and the more nutrients, okay, that we will get, okay, from the preparation of the stock. Okay, so let us give the different nourishing elements that we have here in preparation of the stock. Number one is the mirepoix. Mirepoix is a vegetables, okay, that we are using, which is the onions, the celery, and the carrots. Okay, then we have the bouquet garni. Okay, as you can see in the picture, those are different herbs, okay, that we are using. So they tie it in a meat yarn. Okay, so they tie it, okay, and then they drop it into the stock, okay, to extract also the flavors. And we have the other one is sachet d'épices, okay. So it's a composition of different spices, okay, covered with cheesecloth, tied with meat yarn, and dipped into the stock. Okay, so that is the sachet d'épices. Okay? Na-gets niyo po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you po. Thank you po. Okay, next we go tayo with the liquid. Okay, liquid is always in the form of water. Okay, it makes up the largest part in the stocks. Okay, so we have different commercial stocks bases that we are using or we can buy into the market. Actually, ang Tesco, if you go to SM Mega Mall, mga SM malls or mga SNR or kaya Landers, you will see the different commercial stock bases that we had under the name of Tesco. So Tesco is an international brand that creates the different stocks, commercial stocks bases. Ibig sabihin, alam mo siya, para siya nasa lalagyanan ng gatas ng 1 liter, okay, na ready to use na siya. All you have to do is to cut the edge and then you put it into mixture na gagawin natin pagkain. Okay, may ganun si Tesco. I saw that and I haven't tried that one. Pero mas maganda kasi pag sariling gawa mo yung stock mo. Pero there are some commercial stocks that existing nowadays. Kasi syempre, ayoko naman magpakulo ng 24 hours to get the beef stock, no? It's waste of time. Second, waste of gas. Ang laki-laki ng mahal-mahal ng gas ngayon. So, all you have to do is to buy the commercial stocks. Okay? Ganun na madalas na ginagawa ng mga usually sa household. Okay, pero kapag mga restaurant, especially fine dining, no, talagang they come up with the basic. They come up with a base. How to create this, how to create that. And then that's the time yun yung pwede nilang gamitin, okay, sa pag-prepare nila ng kanilang pagkain. Okay, so next that we had is the type of stock. Okay, so we have here the white stock. Okay, white stock is made from chicken, okay, beef, veal, or fish bones. Simmered with vegetable. White stock is generally colorless. Okay, colorless daw siya. while it's cooking, it is cooking. Keep the stock as clear as possible. You may blanch the bowls. You process blanch. Okay, before adding them. Okay, however, some chefs think doing this cause the flavor can be lost. Okay, bakit? Kasi through the blanching method kasi, okay, you boil first, okay, you boil first the ingredients or the specific ingredients in a boiling water. Okay, you boil them in the boiling water. Okay, and then you get it up, okay, and then you transfer it into cold water or cold temperature, like for example, in the bed of ice or cold water like that. And then that's the time, that's the blanch process, which is yun yung ginagawa natin sa vegetable. Kapag once na magpe-prepare tayo ng mga vegetable dishes as a side dish natin, okay, blanch process is my suggestion with you. Okay. So that's the white stock. Usually, sometimes, as alternative, okay, with the white stock, you don't need to use dill. You don't need to use dill, beef, veal. Okay, you only have to use is chicken or fish. Okay, and then plus dito is the combination of the white mirepoix. Okay, the mirepoix that I'm talking about for carrots, onions, and celery, those are what you call a classic mirepoix. That's the primary mirepoix, okay, na ginagamit natin. The second one is the white mirepoix. White mirepoix is a combination of 25% onions, 25% celery, 25% onion leeks, and 25% mushrooms. Okay, so tinanggal lang natin yung carrot kasi yung carrot kasi it gives color. Okay, magiging brown yung ating stock kapag naglagay tayo ng carrots. Although in the preparation of our white stock, sometimes we don't execute the carrots kasi it gives a pale color in our stocks. Okay, but in the simplest form in preparing of the white stock, you can use the white mirepoix. Okay, but then again, in the classical brigade of our kitchen, classic mirepoix is the first step. Okay, kapag alam mo hindi babagay yung classic mirepoix, and that's the time you need to use the white mirepoix. Okay? Sometimes kasi kapag gumagawa tayo ng velouté kasi na sauce, ang usually yung ginagamit kasi doon is white stock. Kapag gumamit kasi tayo ng stock na may carrots, nagiging dilaw, nagiging yellowish yung velouté to the point na hindi natin nakukuha yung true colors ng ating velouté sauce. Okay, mamaya di-discuss ko ano yung mga sauces that we had. Today we are talking about the basic here. Okay, basic pa lang to. Okay, the next one is we have the brown stock. Okay, brown stock is made from veal, beef veal, chicken or game. Okay, and it is need to be roast. Okay, roast. How do we roast? Either we grill, either we put in the oven, which is the bake, or we put in the rotisserie. Okay, ito yung broiling equipment, specialized equipment in the broiling. Ayan. Okay, the next one that we had, okay, so mga types of stock that we had, the next one is the fume. Pronounce mo, fume. Ay, wala po ba akong estudyante dito? Pa-pronounce pa, fume.
Fume.
Fume. Fume is a highly flavored stock made out of fish bones. Or kaya yung head ng shrimp. Ayan. Ang fume natin, ito yung usually na-appreciate nyo kapag yung sinigang is ulo ng salmon. O kaya ulo ng any fish na malasa. O kaya yung gumagawa kayo ng extract ng pakulo ng head shrimp or kaya ng kasama yung squid. Ang tawag po doon sa stock na yun is fume. Okay, so highly savory po siya. Okay, sa ano po talaga siya, syempre maamoy mo, amoy isda, which is amoy isda, amoy malansa, pero it's a highly flavored stock po made out of fish bones or heads of the shrimp. Okay, so to produce this is to make the fish stock. Okay, same with the white stock. Okay, so although the cooking time is the fish is shorter, like an example na sinabi ko sa inyo is 1 hour. Okay, if lemon juice or the other acid is added to the water, the result the flavor is liquid called the fuma. Okay, the fuma. Okay, the fumet. Okay. Okay, a fumet is a more strongly flavored than regular fish stock since it reduced the 50%, okay, of the total stock natin. Okay, so fumet is example of the stock, okay, na ginagamit natin sa bahay. Okay, like for example, nagsisigang tayo ng ulo ng isda. Ayan, sinigang yan. Okay, the other one is they have the nilaga. Okay, they can have that. Okay, minsan may ganun, may gumagawa ng ganon. Okay, for preparation of the stock, which is the under the fume. Okay, so bakit sinasabi kasi sa white stock? Kasi pwede fish bones. Okay, pero ito fume, bakit ito merong sarili? Meron naman siya sa white stock. Pwede naman siya consider as white stock. Ito kasi is ano siya, matagal kasi ang pag-prepare ng white stock. At the same time, hindi siya ganun ka-strong yung kanyang taste kapag white stock gamit ang fish kasi mag-undergo na siya ng fume. Okay? So so yun, nakikita niyo yung picture sa atin sa gilid. Okay, so next we have here is the court bouillon. Okay, pronounce po, court bouillon.
Scorpion.
Court bouillon.
Court
Ayan. So,
bouillon.
ayan, thank you po. Okay, court bouillon is an aromatic vegetable broth. Ito naman is a vegetable stock. Okay? Okay, vegetable stocks which do not include meat. Okay? Okay, again which do not include meat products. Okay? Are important addition to many healthful dishes. Ito naman yung mga court bouillon. Ito naman yung mga vegetable stocks natin na pwede siyang maging base ng ating mga vegetable soup. Okay? Ano yung mga vegetable soup na natin na meron na pwede nating paggamitan yan? We have the mushroom soup, potato soup. Ayan. So another, we have ito Chinese delicacy to, yung hototai. As example yan ng pork bouillon. Okay? So it can cook or simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes. Kasi kapag longer than that, okay, ma-agitate lahat ng vegetable at magiging cloud siya. So pangit na yung texture niya. Magiging overcook yung vegetables, which is hindi dapat siya ma-overcook. Okay, so that is the court bouillon. So it's a vegetable stock. So we have the fish stock, which is the other term is fume. And we have the vegetable stock, the other term is court bouillon. Okay, the next one is after the reducing. Okay, reduction of our stock. Dito na ngayon lumalabas ang glaze. Okay. Okay, glaze is created through the reduction, which is reduction is the process of evaporating of stock's water through simmering or boiling. The small amounts of glaze can be used to flavor the sauces of vegetable, meats, poultry, and fish. Okay, that is glaze. Pero you pronounce it glass. Okay? Glaze siya, ang kanyang spell, pero you pronounce it glass. Pronounce.
Glass.
Glass.
Yeah.
Glass.
Then we have also the demi-glace. Okay, which is the demi-glace, pero you pronounce it demi-glace, which is rich brown sauce in French cuisine using itself as the base of the other sauces. The term comes from the French word glaze or glass, which is used to reference the sauce means icing or glaze. It is a traditional method of combining one part of Espanol sauce and one part of brown sauce. The sauce is not reduced by the half strain and the leftover impurities and finished with the sherry wine. Okay, kung ang glass natin is reduction into half. Okay, into half into half part. Ang demi-glaze into 1/4 part. Okay, so ibig sabihin mas kakaunti ang demi-glaze. Okay? And sometimes ang demi-glaze natin ginagamit siya for au jus. Okay, or mga sauces natin. Okay, sino dito ang napapansin niyo to pag bumibili kayo ng mga roast chicken, 'di ba sa ilalim ng roast chicken niyo like baliwag, andox, or any kind of chicken na binibili ninyo, 'di ba meron siyang juice kapag tinanggal niyo yung meat ng chicken sa mga roast na tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yung juice na
Yes,
yon,
sir,
those
meron.
are Yes, those are the extraction. Okay? Sabaw niya yun. Juice na yun. Okay? So that could be an example of glaze. Okay? That can be used in the further sauces that we made. Okay? Like Espanyol sauce or kaya brown stock o kaya sa brown stock natin. Brown stock kasi yung lalabas yon. Okay? So we can use that to create au jus, which is later may have the discussion for that. Okay, the next one that we had is the remoulade. Okay, excuse lang po ah. Okay, remoulade. Okay, asan na yung ano? Asan na yung button? Wala na yung button ng ano. Ayun.
Remo lang.
Okay, ang remoulade naman po, these are stock made from bones, which is yung extraction ng naunang meat natin. Yun yung pwede pang gamitin sa pangasunod. Yes, ma'am.
Pero na kasi ng test, tumawag na ulit. Ipapakong ano daw, kompletuhin na to. Ito lang yung pinasok ko sa dito. Ito wala pa. Kaya paki-clear po kung ilan, kung nandiyan ba sila lang.
Okay. So, shall we check po muna yung ano, yung people po natin na nandito? Ayan. So, stop ko muna yung pag-share ha. Ask ko lang po nandito po si Corpus Junior, Julian.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you po. De los de. Amalia, nandito po si Amalia. Despa Villadero, Kimberly. Guro Batronel, si Soro nandito.
Yes po.
Lagsa, Eileen. Mama Eileen, nandito ka ba? Ano nakita ko si Ma'am Lagsa kanina?
Arlene Unas po.
Arlene Lunas.
Unas.
Meron
UNAS
po.
po.
Okay po.
Thank you, sir.
How about Lagsa? Nakita ko si Ma'am Lagsa kanina eh. Nakita ko siya kanina. Mendiola Esperanza.
Dito,
Mendiola,
dito sir.
Olam Siman. Olam Siman Dayan. Nandito po. Ang magnanay po na Penus. Nandito po ba ang magnanay na Penus?
Dito
Yes
po.
Nandito. And we have the Ramirez, Myla.
Nandito po.
Okay, and Laurente, Ma'am Juliet nandito. Francisco Jovelin. Hindi ko pa ito nakikita. Maestrado Maricel. Maricel?
Maricel po, present.
Okay. Manalo Meljoy. Ay, nasa ibang batch to. Hortelano Erica Ann.
Present.
Okay po. Kaigoy Mary Ann L.
Present,
Dito yung Kaigoy. Ayan, mamigay. Romero Ana. Let's continue. Share ko lang po ulit yung screen natin. Okay, so remoulade is a type of stock, okay, which is we have the left bones, mga leftover bones na ginamit na sa unang stock, na gagamitin pa ulit sa pangalawang stock. Okay, which is this is an alternative sa water. Instead of you are just using a plain water, you use the remoulade stock. This is a second use bones, okay, or scrap of bones na pwedeng gamitin for the stock. This is a bland, too much bland. Okay, too much bland stock siya, pero may sipa pa rin na lasa. Okay, nakukuha po ba? I think usually nangyayari to kapag once na ginagamit ulit sa pangalawang pagkakataon yung pagkain. Okay, for example, may mga leftovers na pagkain ka tapos niluto mo ulit sa pangalawang beses, tapos ang tingin mo na wala siyang lasa. Sample natin na nangyayari po sa amin na Remo Lodge, yung walang lasa na na karne. For example, gumawa kami ng chicken stock, no? Chicken stock. Syempre, sa true simmering na extract na po yung flavor and yung taste. Ginamit namin sa sopas yung or not sopas. Inadobo namin yung lutong laman. Alam niyo po yung lasa ng adobo namin, lasang toyo lang. Wala na siyang lasang manok kasi wala na yung lasa nung nutrients nung manok kasi natanggal na dun sa stock natin. So it happens in the kitchen in the industry that we are using remoulade aside from using water. Okay, kasi remoulade kasi is rewriting, okay? Rewriting the stock. So extracted bones making stocks, making remoulade allows the chef to extract little more value from the bones. The resulting liquid will not as clear as flavorful or flavorful as the original stock, but it doesn't have some but it does have some uses. A remoulade can be used for a soup, for a braised dishes, in a place of water, diba sabi sa inyo kanina, in a place of water, okay, for making stocks. It can also be reduced for a glaze or used for enriching sauces or soups or braising liquids. So that is the purpose or the use of the remoulade. Next, we have the bouillon. Okay, bouillon is the liquid that results from simmering meats and vegetables. Okay, also referred as the broth. Okay, yung nabibili niyo pong Knorr cubes, na broth cubes ng Knorr, ayan, ang tawag po dyan is bouillon. Okay, kaya lang that one is a process. Okay, process yan, but naging powdered yan. So it is an extracted stocks. Okay, and then they make it powdered. So ibig sabihin, naglagay sila ng thickening agent or ng agent para mabuo siya into cubes. Okay, pero goods po yan. Goods po yung mga broth cubes na yan kasi it could alter, okay, the real stocks, okay, sa atin. Sa akin po, sa pagluluto sa akin, ang Knorr cubes lang usually ang ginagamit ko, inaalaw kong igamit. Okay, in alternative for making a stock. Narinig niyo po ba ako? Kasi yung signal sa akin mahina.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Kasi
sir.
mababa po yung signal sa akin. Hindi ko lang sure. Baka mamaya wala na akong boses dyan. Okay, so that's the bouillon. Okay, but do not use the term bouillon while looking for the broth. Okay, for example, like when you go to the supermarket and then you're asking for an agent, where is your bouillon? Batukang kanila, joke. Hindi nila alam yung bouillon kasi terminologies lang natin yun as referred to as broth. Okay, what is your bouillon cubes? No, hindi po natin pwedeng gamitin yung term na yun. So, broth cubes pa rin po yung pwede natin gamitin sa term na yun. Pero, pag nandun ka na sa loob ng kusina, that's the time you can use now the term bouillon as referred to as a broth. Where is the bouillon? Where is the bouillon? Where is the bouillon? Ganyan. So, you can use that in the kitchen. Pero, pag nasa labas ka, nasa market ka, do not ask for bouillon. Okay? So, next we go tayo with the jus. Okay, jus, this is the J-U-S, but you pronounce it jus. Okay, jus is a rich, lightly reduced stock used for a sauce or roasted meats. Okay? Ito yung extracted. Ito yung juice na lumabas dun sa roasted chicken, roasted meats. Ito po yung substance na yon, which is the jus. Okay, and then that jus, okay, can be used to make a sauce, to make a glaze. Okay? So, kaya usually kapag maluluto pag nakita kayo or bumili kayo ng roasted chicken tapos meron siyang juice na nasa ilalim, so it's your capability pa na pwede mo pa siyang gawin ng gravy. Okay, or kaya gawa mo pa siya ng alternative as a glaze. Pwede mo pang pwede mo pang introduce as a glaze on topping sa ibabaw. Pero syempre sa ating mga practical na mga tao na hindi naman natin kailangan pahirapan pa yung sarili natin para lang, alam niyo, may napapanood kasi ako sa YouTube na gano'n o kaya sa FB na bumili ng isang set meal ng French fries, chicken nuggets or kaya burger. Tapos ginawang gourmet. Ginawang panibagong pagkain. So if you have the capability to do it, then alter it, do it. Okay? para maging mas nutritious yung yung pagkain niyo. Pero syempre, practical sa atin, wala namang masyadong gumagawa ng ganong bagay. Okay? Hindi naman tayo content creator. You don't need to use that. We don't need to do that. Okay? But you can do it. Okay? So how will you be able to do it? Okay? To analyze yung pagkain ninyo. Okay? Isa sa mga characteristic kasi ng isang chef kasi sa atin is how to imagine things. Okay? Through imagining things, what will be the output? Okay? Syempre, para makagawa ka ng magandang pagkain is kailangan alam mo yung basic. Alam mo yung mga iba't ibang lasa ng herbs and spice na pwede mong gamitin to create a certain kind of dish. O kaya ano ang lasa ng pwede ba ang gelatin sa mga vegetables? Ganyan. So pwede. Okay? So it's your duty na yan. Okay? How to enhance yourself using those kind of skills. Okay? Another natin is vegetable stock. Okay, the vegetable stock are usually made from your pois, leeks, and turnips. What is turnips po? Ano po yung turnips?
Singkamas.
Yes, thank you. Ayan, very good po. Singkamas po is turnips. Okay, tomatoes and garlic seasoning may be blended to flavor to darken the stock, but tomatoes must be strained with the cheesecloth or filter so that no seeds or skins get into the stock. This is referred as tomato as concasse. Okay, a concasse is a kind of stock, okay, out of tomato. Okay, tomato extracts. Okay, so example po yan kapag gumawa tayo ng tomato sauce o kaya ng any bases ng stock na maglalagay tayo ng color ng tomato. Okay, so pwede po natin gamitin yan. So that is referred to a term concasse. Okay, a chef might be roast the vegetable to add large amount of particular vegetables such as the mushroom or mushroom stocks. Okay, so usually ang concasse or ang tomato is a kind of stocks which is basic siya sa paggawa ng tomato sauce. Okay, so may mga lahat ng mga stocks na diniscuss ko kanina, ayan, from the court bouillon, fume, brown stock, white stock, glaze, demi-glaze, remoulade, bouillon, jus, and vegetable stock. Lahat yan, meron yang directions. Okay? You are not just making stocks just to make the stock. No. Merong may mga connections yan sa paggawa ng sauce or paggawa ng sauces natin. Okay, let's continue. We have the sauces. Okay? Lahat ng binibigay pa lang po nating information pa lang po ito. Wala pa tayong alteration dito or alternative or common problems na makikreate pa. Okay? So, in the sauces that we had, okay, what is the function of the sauce? Sauce may be defined as the flavorful liquid, usually thickened, used to season, flavor, and enhance to other food. Okay? So, sauce can be defined as a flavorful liquid. Saan po nanggagaling ang flavorful liquid? Sa stock. Okay? So a sauce adds the following qualities to the food. Ano daw yung idinadagdag ng sauce sa pagkain daw? Number 1 is moistness. Na syempre, of course, dahil flavorful liquid yan, galing sa water yan, so it gives moisture, okay, to the food. Okay? Another is flavor. Since ang stock natin is flavorful, and then we just add a little bit of thickening agent, and then it gives much more flavor. Okay, richness. Richness kasi ang paggawa ng sauce came from the stock. And of course, when you're preparing a food from the basic, okay, the essence of the basic raw ingredients to create a certain kind of dish is there. So the richness, yung baga parang tinutukoy dito is the process of making this kind of sauce. Okay, you are not just mixing tomato, you are not just mixing a ketchup and mayonnaise and then you create 1,000 island dressing for the sauce. No, Ang dito pinag-uusapan kasi natin ng richness is yung kung gaano katagal at kung paano pine-prepare yung this kind of sauce. Doon pumapasok yung tinatawag nating richness. Ibig sabihin, there are people that are full in effort to create this stock, to create this sauce, to create this dish. Okay, yun po yung natutukoy nating richness. Okay, yung effort ng pagluluto. Okay, and next natin is appearance. Okay, appearance which is the color and shine, and the interest to appetite appeal. Of course, the sauce can encourage our eyes or our appetite to consume the food because the sauce, it gives a color, it gives a moistness, it gives much more flavor or richness, okay, to our food. Okay, next we go tayo with the structure of sauces. Okay, the structure of sauces is number one is a liquid, the body of the sauce, which is the stock. Thickening agent, which is those are the thickening agent like flour, cornstarch, puree, Vermanier. Okay, those are kind of thickening agents that we are using to create the sauce. The third one is the additional seasoning, the flavor ingredients, which are the herbs and the spice. Okay, those are the structure of sauces. Okay, so water, thickening agent, and then yung seasonings. Okay, sauce basic. Okay, sauce is a flavored thickened liquid is usually formed by adding thickening agent, seasonings, flavorings to the stocks. A thickening agent ingredients such as cornstarch and adds to the body to the sauce. Two sauces are not made by the stock. Okay, two sauces that are not made by the stock, which is the bechamel and hollandaise, because the bechamel came from egg yolk and acid. No. The bechamel came from roux and milk, and while the hollandaise came from egg yolk and acid. Okay, which is later part you will saw it. Okay, sauce ingredients. Okay, sauce ingredients that we had. Number one is the liquid. Liquid ingredients. The liquid ingredient is the most sauces serve as the base or body. Okay, ano yung liquid ingredient natin ng sauce, which is the stock. Okay, so ito yung meron sabi dito yung ano to, vinegar and tomato products may be added to the sauce for acidity. Either vinegar or tomato, or can have the use lemon juice. Actually, kami, pag gumagawa kami ng beurre blanc, ang ginagamit namin vinegar, onion, then butter. Okay, para makagawa ng beurre blanc, which is the white sauce, good siya for fish. Okay, sometimes milk used as the base to clarify and drawn butter is another liquid ingredients in the sauces. So that is another sauce ingredients natin. Number one is the liquid. Okay, so liquid doesn't have the stock only, but also can be vinegar or tomato juice or kaya lemon juice that can add acidity as the base, okay, of our sauce. Okay, so hindi lang daw siya sa stock, kundi pwede rin daw yung ibang acidity or high in acid ingredients like tomato, vinegar, or lemon juice. Okay. Thickening agents. Okay, thickening agents. Major difference between the stock and the sauces is the sauce can be thickened. Okay, most thickening agents are formed of the starch, which is the starch granulates will absorb the moisture when placed in the liquid called the process of gelatinization. Okay, kapag nakikita nyo na lumalapot yung isang sauce, isang soup, ang tawag doon sa process na yun is gelatinization. Okay, pagpapalapot. Okay, so ibig sabihin, inaabsorb ng ating thickening agent yung water. Okay, kaya nagge-gelatinize. Okay, gelatinization. Okay, so next. Okay, so the sauce will have these four characteristics. Dapat walang lumps, ibig sabihin hindi dapat siya buo-buo yung thickening agent. The flavor is not flurry or pasty sticks. Ano daw yon? Dapat hindi lasang harina or kaya merong buo-buong harina or the back of the spoon. Okay? Will not break apart when it looks down. Okay? Pag sinabi ng will not break apart when it's looked down, ito yung kapag naggawa ka ng sauce, okay, hindi ito yung hindi yung continuous dripping or kaya hindi yung pag naglagay ka ng sauce, bubuo yung sauce mo. Yun yung tinutukoy dito sa thickening agent. Dapat meron siyang consistency drippings. Okay, para kang naglalagay ng condensed. Imagine the condensed milk. When we pour the condensed milk, di ba continuous yung drippings niya? Dapat ganun kalapot yung ating sauce. Ganun dapat yung consistency ng kanyang sauce. Okay, hindi dapat siya namumuo, wala dapat siyang lasang flour, at hindi siya nag-tear down apart. Okay, kapag lumamig. Okay, flour and cornstarch. Okay, so tayo sa thickening agents. Flour and cornstarch. Okay, flour, okay, and cornstarch, ito yung mga ginagamit natin usually thickening agent or pampalapot ng ating sauce or soup. Okay, which is we need to combine the flour or cornstarch into water. Okay, ang tawag sa process ng combination ng flour or cornstarch plus the water is what you call the slurry. Okay, slurry is spelled S-L-U-R-R-Y. Slurry is a combination of water and flour or cornstarch. Okay, so sir, ano pong measurement? 1:1. For example, if you are needing 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 tablespoon of water, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of water. That is what you call slurry. At yung ginagamit yung pampalapot sa mga sauces ninyo using the flour or kaya the cornstarch. Okay? So ang tamang term dito is slurry. Okay? Ayan. Nakikita nyo itong mixture na to. Ayan. Ang tawag dyan is slurry. Okay? So, okay. Next is arrowroot. Arrowroot is a kind of, arrowroot. Gabi. Yeah, gabi. Gabi is a kind of pampalapot din yan. Diba sinigang pag may gabi, diba malapot yung sinigang? Like that. Okay, so you can use the arrowroot flour or kaya the arrowroot itself, okay, to thicken our sauce. Okay, another instant starches. Instant starches can be dried after being cooked. They can be thickened a liquid without being heated. They are used more commonly in baking and this sauce of making. Okay, instant starches, these are the flour, flour. Potato flour. Okay, potato flour is example siya ng instant starches na kung saan we can use that, okay, for making a sauce. Okay, ibig sabihin, pwede natin magpalapot yan kahit hindi natin pinapainitan or pinapakulo. So pwede tayo magpalapot, di ba ang cornstarch, flour, and arrowroot, activate lang yung kanyang pagpapalapot kapag mainit yung temperatura ng ating pagkain. Pero merong instant starches na hindi mo kailangan ipainitan para lumapot, which is the potato flour. Okay? So next natin is the breadcrumbs. Okay. Breadcrumbs can be used. Breadcrumbs is out of the bread. Ibig sabihin yung bread, kinarams mo. Ibig sabihin mga toasted bread siya, tapos ginarayin mo into finely chopped, okay, crumbs. Okay? Example yan. Okay? Ng ating instant starches natin, the breadcrumbs. Okay, another natin starches natin or pampalapot, okay, which is the puree. Okay, puree is a food that has been mashed, strained, or finely chopped into smooth pulp. Okay? Usually, ang ginagamit natin dito is blender. Okay? We have different puree, okay, na pwede natin gamitin as sauce. We have the spinach puree, green beans, green peas, okay, sweet potato, carrots, butternut squash, and yellow squash, which is we can be used in making a puree. Okay? Puree is a using their own starch or using their own carbohydrates. Kapag dinesolve siya into pieces, yun na yung mismong magiging magiging thickening agent niya. Okay? So kaya tinatawag siya mga puree. Okay? And ibig sabihin, yung kanyang composition ng pagkain or kaya nung ingredient na yon, kaya yung magpalapot, okay, ng sauce ninyo. Okay, kagaya ng spinach yan, pwede yan makapagpalapot ng sauce. Ang green peas, green beans ang green peas. Yan, carrot. Usually, noong nakaraan, ginamit namin sa competition is carrot puree. Okay? Para lang mailabas namin yung kulay. Okay, mailabas namin yung contrast ng color for the sauce that we had. Okay, so we have here the coulis. Okay, coulis is a sauce made from fruit or vegetable edible puree. Okay, so kagaya ng carrots, so yan, carrots, tomato, okay, mga fruit vegetables, okay, or vegetable puree. Okay, vegetables, puree, and coulis are helpful choices because they do not rely on the fat content of the heavier sauces. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kapag nakakapagpalapot siya, okay, hindi mataas yung kanyang fat. Okay, usually kapag nakakapagpalapot tayo or caramelization or gelatinization, usually may fat yung ating ginagamit doon. Pero ito kasi mga vegetable puree na to is helpful siya kasi hindi siya nakarely sa fat content niya para maging puree siya or maging malapot siya. Okay, so wala siyang fat content. Okay, so that's the vegetable puree. And we have the beurre manier, yung nabanggit ko kanina, yung beurre manier. Beurre manier is a kind of a mixture of equal parts of butter and flour. Okay, ang parehas ng texture ng beurre manier, are you familiar with galapong? Sino pa familiar sa galapong?
Yes, sir. Galapong.
Ayan.
Yeah.
Galapong. Galapong is a sample ng texture. Sample po siya ng texture ng beurre manier. Okay, buo siya. Okay, na minamold siya, tapos i-drop mo lang siya dun sa sa paggagamitan mo, and then pwede na siya magpalapot. Ang galapong kasi is made out of malagkit na bigas. Okay, pero itong beurre manier, same texture siya. I'm saying they are the same. They are the same in texture because the beurre manier is a combination of butter and flour, okay, to make it into paste. As you can see in the picture, same sila ng texture ng galapong. And then ang purpose itong beurre manier na to is you just drop it into a sauce or into a soup, and then it will thick, okay, the soup or the sauce. Okay? So that's the difference between the roux. Ang roux is the equal parts of flour and butter. Okay, pero nakalagay dito fat and flour. Pero ginagamit natin yung butter to cover up the taste of the flurry. Okay, para hindi siya lasang flurry, okay, kailangan gumamit tayo ng butter. Pero we can use the vegetable oil, we can use other oil or other fats. Okay, but to cover the taste of the flour or the smell of the flour rather, is we use the butter. That's what you call the roux. Roux is created through heating the fats, which is the butter and mixture of flour. Yun yung pinagkaiba niya ng beurre manier sa roux. Ang beurre manier, pinagsama mo yung fats and flour without any cooking methods. Ang roux is combination siya ng equal portion din ng fats and flour, which is the butter and flour, pero ang process nito, niluto mo si roux. Okay? Nakuha po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ayan. So yun po ang roux. Okay? Next natin is, excuse me, clarified butter. Okay, clarified butter is prepared for the finest sauce because of its flavor. Okay? Ano po ba ang clarified butter? Ito ang clarified butter is we are melting the butter. I don't know if you already saw this. When we melt the butter, may makikita kayo dung egg yellow na color, tapos meron kayo makikita sa ibabaw na kulay puti. I don't know if you already saw this. Okay, by heating the butter, mamimelt yung butter. Meron dong kulay na asing kulay orange or egg yellow na kulay. Tapos sa ibabaw ng butter, merong kulay puti, puti-puti na fats na hindi kayang i-dissolve sa heating process. Okay, tatanggalin niyo 'yon. Tatanggalin niyo yung ibabaw noon para ka nag-i-skim. Okay, tatanggalin mo 'yon. Ngayon, yun na naiiwan na kulay orange doon or or egg yellow na kulay, that's what we call clarified butter. Clarification of butter is a process of removing impurities, okay, into a real texture of the butter. Okay? Yung nakikita nyo dyan mga butter na like Angkor, Butterlicious na Magnolia, El Presidente na butter. Yun po yung butter na tinutukoy ko, hindi po yung butter ng Buttercup, ng Dairy Cream. Hindi po yun kasi those are margarines. Okay? Those are margarines. Okay? Yung mga minsan kasi nadideceive kayo ng mga butter. Ay, bumili ka ng butter tapos ang binili Dairy Cream. Ang Dairy Cream po is a type of margarine. It's not butter. They are butter look like, but they are not butter. They are margarine. Buttercup, Gold Crown, Dairy Magic, ano pa ba yung mga type na, yung mga butter na nagkakahalaga ng 70 pesos pababa. Those are kind of margarine that looks like butter. Okay? So what is margarine? Margarine is a kind of a compound, kinds of oil that came from the vegetable fat. Okay, that's margarine. Okay, what is butter? Butter is a kind of a butter is made out of cow's milk through the heating process or through the process, and then lalabas yung butter. Yun po yung animal fats ng cow. Yun po yung fat ng gatas ng baka. Yun po yung butter. Which is much more healthier ang butter compared kay margarine. Kasi ang margarine kasi is vegetable fat. Do you get my point po? Hello po.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Noted.
kung tatanungin kayo, saan galing ang butter? Galing po sa cow's milk. Saan po galing ang margarine? Sa vegetable fat. Yun po, yes, tama po yan. Okay, so yun po yung pagkakaiba ng butter sa margarine. Kaya ang mga presyo po ng butter, nagkakalaga po siya ng 150 pataas. Okay, yun ang mga nakikita nyo pong mga Angkor, yung nakikita nyo El Presidente, Queen's butter. Those are kind of butter that process through the process or creating through the process of cow's milk. Kaya mahal po sila. Ngayon, meron tayong mga butter look like, which is the margarine. Margarine po yan. They are not butter. They are margarine. Came from vegetable fat. And sometimes it's worse. Okay, came from animal's fat. Sana wag naman. Okay, kasi there are some butter that look like there, and then parang medyo maputi yung kulay. Sometimes kasi merong, alam niyo po yung lard. Usually ang lard po ginagamit, taba po ng baboy ang lard. If you're familiar with lard, ngayon parang wala na ako nakikitang lard. Parang hindi na siya nabebenta sa supermarket. Yung lard, makikita niyo po yan dito sa Mandaluyong. Ang bentahan po ng lard dito nandyan sa may Pag-asa. Yung binibilan po namin ng baking supplies. Yung ipag-akit dyan yung tricyclean dyan sa may tapat ng MP, yung BPI Family Savings Bank. Doon po meron pong binebentang timba-timba ng margarine at saka timba-timbang lard. Which is ang lard kasi, we are used the lard kasi, the animal fat or the hog fat, ginagamit po namin yan sa paggawa ng tinapay, especially pandesal. Actually, meron pa po kaming naiwan dyan mga lard na tira ng mga training ng bread, okay, na ginagamit talaga for making a bread. Kasi ang animal fat ng lard po kasi ginagamit siya sa pag-emulsify ng dough. Kasi that is an alternative to oil or butter na kung saan mas matagal yung hold, okay, ng ating mixture kapag lard ang ginamit. Kasi ang lard kasi hindi agad-agad siya natutunaw agad-agad. Compare with the butter. Ang butter kasi expose mo sa araw, tunaw yan. Or kaya expose mo lang dyan sa room temperature, tunaw yan ang butter. Okay, or margarine. Okay, ang lard po hindi. Kailangan niya ng specific temperature like 140 degree Fahrenheit or 65 degrees Celsius para lang matunaw. Ang temperatura ng room temperature lang, nag-range lang siya ng 40 degree Celsius. So hindi siya agad natutunaw. Okay, that are some alternatives in preparing an icing. When we are using sometimes a butter icing, you need to mix it with the lard. Okay, to hold longer the butter. Okay, yun po yung purpose. Ako nung dati gumagamit pa ako ng lard para maging glossy po yung chocolate na binibenta ko dati. Nung nagbibenta kasi ako ng chocolate nung high school. Gumagawa ako kasi yung tita ko kasi gumagawa ng mga chocolate candies. So nagaya ko siya kung paano gawin. Pero ako kasi in-enhance ko yung sa akin. To make it yung chocolate kung bakit siya glossy, it's because of the fat. Okay, kaya minsan may makikita kayo mga chocolate na mga glossy yung yung type niya or klase niya. Okay, kasi marami po siyang fats. Okay, ang Nutella po maraming fats 'yan. Okay. Hindi fats na butter or margarine, ang fats niya po is animal fats. Okay, para mas mag-hold yung actually ang pagpaparami ng tsokolate is it's animal fat or which is the lard. Yun po yung nagpaparami sa chocolate. Okay, the next one is the vegetable oil. So vegetable oils those are oils came from vegetable. Okay, so yun po yung mga sample po ng ating pwedeng gamitin sa paggawa ng roux. Okay, pwede tayong gumamit ng butter, pwede tayong gumamit ng margarine, pwede tayong gumamit ng animal fat, at pwede tayong gumamit ng vegetable oil sa paggawa ng roux. Okay, pero again, sinasabi ko sa inyo, bakit butter ang ginagamit natin? To cover the taste of the flour. Okay, and to enhance also the flavor. Okay, that is for our type of what? Type of instant starches. Okay, next we go tayo with categories of roux. Okay, the categories of roux depends on the time or the longer it cooks. Okay, we have the white roux, okay, which is used for bechamel. Okay, and it's cooked for about 1 to 2 minutes. That's for the white roux. And then longer than that, let's say example 3 to 4 minutes, you will create the blunt roux, which is in the picture as you see in the screen, medyo yellowish na siya compared dun sa una. And then longer than that, which is 5 to 6 minutes, we have the brown roux, or sometimes called as chocolate roux. Okay? So yan po yung 3 kinds of roux that we are using sa paggawa ng ating mga sauces. Okay, sa paggawa ng bechamel, white roux. Sa paggawa ng velouté, blonde roux. Sa paggawa ng Espanyol, brown roux ang ginagamit natin. And then we have also the thickening agent sample of egg yolk. Okay, the egg yolk and the cream liaison. Okay, the cream liaison or the classical cooking liaison is a mixture of egg yolks and cream. Okay, which is dito galing si anong pangalan ng sauce na yon, yung start with letter A. I will siguro bukas sabihin ko sa inyo kung anong pangalan ng sauce. Yung liaison yan, yung cream liaison na yan. Cream liaison is a combination siya ng egg yolk and cream. It can be used as a thickening agent for preparing a sauce. Okay, or kaya a soup. Okay? So, meron siyang required temperature. Pure egg yolks coagulate for about 140 degrees Fahrenheit to 158, which is 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Tama yung sinabi ko ngayon ng temperature sample. Okay? So, yan. Yun yung process niya. Okay? Kung tanong kayo, sir, saan po makikita yung lecture? Nasa LMS din po. Nasa new LMS po. Okay? So, next naman po tayo. Okay, next is pasok po tayo sa grand sauces. Okay, the grand sauces, those are the 5 mother sauces. Okay, what are what are those 5 mother sauces? Okay, the 5 mother sauces is created by Augusto Escoffier. Okay, rectified by Augusto Escoffier, which is created by Antoine Crème. Okay, which yun yung discussion natin. The sauces or the mother sauces are created by Antoine Crème, which is sa kanya nang galing yung 4 na sauces, and then in-enhance po siya ni Augusto Escoffier, which is tinatawag po natin siyang the father of modern cuisine. Okay, you can type it in the Google. Augusto Escoffier. Oh, you can also say Augusto Escoffier, pero ang spell niya kasi fear. Auguste Escoffier is the father of modern cuisine. Siya po ang tatay natin. Okay? Kasi si Auguste Escoffier po kasi siya po yung kauna-unahang taong naglimbag ng libro. Okay? Ng classical cuisine. Although ang sauces na create po siya ni Antoine Crème. Kaya si Antoine Crème kasi create lang siya ng create, hindi niya sinusulat. So sinulat ngayon ni Auguste Escoffier yung mga sauces. Nirectify niya po yung sauce. From out of 4, naging 5 po sila. What are those 5 mother sauces? Okay, the number 1 is the Espanyol. Okay, ang spell niya is Espagnole, but you pronounce it Espanyol. Pronounce. Hello po.
Espanyol.
Yes, thank you po. Ayan, Espanyol. Espanyol is a thickened brown stock sauce, which is in the French for Spanish sauce, is also contained of some of tomato product. Okay, in general, this type of sauce has few added seasoning. Demi-glace is made of sauce of Espanyol. It is the half Espanyol sauce. Okay, and half brown stock and it's been reduced by half. Okay, demi-glace, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so ang Espanyol po, simplest explanation, Espanyol is created from the mixture of brown roux plus the brown stocks. Okay, kasi brown sauce ang na-create siya. And then the other term for brown sauce is Espanyol. Ano pong sample natin na Espanyol sauce? Gravy. Yung nakakain niyo pong gravy is example po yan ng Espanyol. Diyan po nang galing ang Espanyol, yung gravy niyan. Okay, ano pa yung pwede natin gawin? Okay, na sauce out of Espanyol? We have the Bordelais. Okay, Bordelais is a kind of sauce from Espanyol that you just add red wine and parsley. Okay, we have the Diabol. Okay, Diable. Okay, we have the Diable. We have additional white wine or vinegar and cayenne pepper. Okay, we have the Lyonnais. Okay, Lyonnais is the addition of sauteed onions, butter, white wine, and vinegar. And we have the Banquete. Okay, we have the addition of shallots, white wine, vinegar, soft gherkins, parsley, chervil, and tarragon. Okay, those are kind of derivatives of Espanyol. Okay, so sir, gagawin po ba natin yan? Okay, ang masasagot ko po ninyo, depende. Kasi brown sauce pa lang po, yari na tayo kasi it needs to be cooked for about 24 hours. And then create tayo ng ng gravy or kaya ng mga sauces natin. Okay, but it could happen. Okay, pwede po natin magawa yan. Okay, next is sauce tomato or tomato sauce. Okay, tomato sauce is a kind of product, okay, out of tomato puree, okay, and then they just add seasonings and stock. What kind of stock that they are used? They can use beef stock, they can use pork stock, okay, in preparation of tomato or sauce tomato. Okay, so yun po yun. Tomato puree, stock, and then simmer, and then additional seasonings. And tawag po doon is tomato sauce or sauce tomato. Okay, derivatives. Ibig sabihin, ano pa yung pwede natin idagdag para maging ibang pangalan ng sauce natin? We have the Creole. Okay, we have additional sweet peppers, onions, and chopped tomatoes. We have the Portuguese. Okay, Portuguese additional ng onions, chopped tomato, garlic, and parsley. Okay, we have also the Bolognese or Bolognese, which is the additional of beef giniling. Ayan, beef giniling. Okay, then we have the Bolognese, which is yun yung base, yun yung additional sauce na pwede mong gamitin sa lasagna. Okay? Another natin is the marinara, which is the basic na ginagawa natin. We have the tomato sauce plus seafood. Okay, like tahong, tahong, hipon, pusit. Okay? We added in the tomato sauce and nilalabas is marinara. Marinara means seafood, marine. Okay, marine animals. Okay, so next, tomato sauce. Okay, pangatlo, Hollandaise. Pronounce.
Hollandaise.
Hollandaise.
Yan, Hollandaise. Yan.
Hollandaise.
Hollandaise is the French word for Dutch. Okay, Hollandaise sauce is made of emulsified egg yolks, clarified butter, seasoning, and often add a lemon juice. Okay, so emulsifying takes place when substance such as water and oil are mixed with an emulsifier like egg yolks. Once it's mixed, the substance will not separate. Okay, so a rich emulsified sauce made from butter, egg yolks, and lemon juice and cayenne. Emulsion is a system which is the fat of the milk, or fat in milk, consisting a liquid dispersed with or without an emulsifier in other liquid that is usually would not mix together. Okay, so emulsification, it is a mixture or mixing of two different ingredients that cannot be mixed. Ayan, kagaya nung ano yung ingredients sa Hollandaise na hindi basta-basta pwede magsama? Egg yolks and lemon juice kasi acid yan. Wait lang po Mag-sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we have here, okay, so that's the Hollandaise. So it's emulsifier is a mixture, a combination of two mixture that cannot be mixed. Or kaya, two ingredients that cannot be mixed easily. Okay, kagaya ng, for example, like we are making a vinaigrette. Vinaigrette is a combination of vinegar and oil, which is alam naman natin ang oil, hindi siya basta-basta na-mix sa any liquid ingredients. So, through emulsification process, okay, mag-aano pa rin siya, magmi-mix pa rin siya. So, it is emulsification, it is a continuous mixing, whipping, blending, or combining of ingredients. Consistent, big sabihin, continuous po siya. Okay? So, derivatives niya po. Okay, pag mag-add tayo ng mga additional ingredients, we have the Béarnaise. Okay, Béarnaise is a mixture of tarragon, white wine, vinegar, and shallots. Malte is addition of grated orange zest or orange juice. We have the Choron, addition of tomato. So that's example ng Hollandaise. Okay, next we have the Bechamel. Pronounce mo, Bechamel.
Bechamel.
Hindi po siya bechamel ha. Wala pong magsasabi sa akin na bechamel. Bechamel po ang taang pronunciation niyan. Pronounce it bechamel. Okay. Bechamel is a sauce or a cream sauce, okay, or a white sauce that is a mother of sauce made by thickening milk and white roux, seasons and flavorings. We have here the example ng bechamel po ginagamit, kung makikita nyo po yung, alam nyo po yung cordon bleu. Yung cordon bleu po, ang sauce po na ginagamit doon is bechamel. Okay, then this one is additional pa yung sa yung kulay puti na nakikita nyo sa lasagna, bechamel din po yun, hindi po yun pasta. Okay, so marami pong tulong ang bechamel sa atin. Ang carbonara po ay nanggaling po sa bechamel. Ang Alfredo ay nanggaling po sa bechamel. Okay, sa bechamel sauce. Okay, ang derivatives ng bechamel natin, if we just simply add cheddar cheese, we can simply add cream. Okay, we can simply add cheddar cheese. Okay, so we have the soubet and we have the mornay. Okay, soubet is addition of pureed cooked onions. Okay, mornay is addition of cheese or Parmesan cheese. Okay, so yan po yung paggawa ng bechamel natin. Ang carbonara po ginagawa ako, personal recipe ko ang carbonara. I started with the bechamel. Syempre, of course, I started with the roux, then I add milk, then I add stock, and then I add cheese and cream. okay, to make a carbonara. Kasi ang carbonara po kasi ang base na po talaga is the bechamel. Hindi po Hollandaise. Hindi po tayo naglalagay ng itlog sa carbonara. Hindi po tayo tawag nito, ano ba yung natikman akong carbonara na parang spaghetti na sopas. Parang ganon po yung lasa. Hindi po ganon ang carbonara. Okay? So magi-start po siya with the bechamel. Next we have the velouté. Pronounced velouté.
Velouté.
Velouté is made from veal.
Velouté.
Yes. Or fish stock. Thickened with the bland roux. Ano yung bland roux? Pangalawang step po yun ng roux natin. Kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, ang velouté is a combination siya ng stock or white stock plus the brown roux. Bland roux. Okay, bland roux is cooked for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, roux, and then you simply just add a chicken or fish stock. Okay, so we have here a sample, okay, ng velouté. We have the alemande, okay, or alemande. We have the veal velouté, which is addition of egg yolks. We have the albufera, which is the ivory, which is the chicken velouté. We have the percy, which is fish velouté. Actually, itong albufera nagagawa natin to sa kusina. Albufera, we can use this. We just simply add cream, meat glaze, and pimiento butter. Okay, so that is for the different sauces that we had. Okay, so we are done with the stock, we are done with the sauces, and now let's proceed to soup. Kaya pa ba?
Kaya pa.
Yes. Kaya po.
Kaya pa. Okay, so let's continue our discussion. Ma'am Juliet, yung mic niyo po. Ay, nakalimutan po atang yan mute. Mute. Okay, so soup. The popularity of soups today may be due to the increased nutrition consciousness, to a desire for a simpler or lighter meals. Okay, or to an increase in appreciation of how appetizing and satisfying soups can be. Whatever the reasons, they emphasize the importance of soup, not soap making. It's soup making skills. Bakit di nag-red mark to? Okay? Kasi naman, soup kasi yan. Yan. Soup making skills. If you already, bakit na gano'n? Ayun. Okay, if you have already studied a preparation of stock, like as sinabi natin kanina, okay, and sauce, which is kanina din, in previous discussion, you know how to deal with, now you have your disposal of the major techniques, okay, for the preparations of the soup. Ibig sabihin, may edge na daw kayo, alam niyo na para gumawa ng stock, alam niyo na ang description ng sauce. Okay, now, meron na kayong edge sa paggawa ng ating soup. Okay, understanding the soup. Soup is, according to the dictionary, okay, soup is a liquid food derived from meat, poultry, fish, vegetables. Okay, so a soup daw is nanggaling o liquid na nanggaling sa meat, extractions of meat, poultry, fish, or vegetable. Okay, so next we go tayo with the classification of soup. Okay, so we have number 1, clear soup. Clear. Okay, clear soup are based on a clear, thickened broth or stock that they can be served plain or with garnish with a variety of vegetable and meats. Okay, clear soup is based on a clear broth or stocks. Okay, which is we have the sample of clear soup, we have the broth and bouillon are two terms used in many ways. In general, they both refer to a simple or clear soup without solid ingredients. We already have defined broth as a flavorful liquid obtained from the simmering of meats and vegetables. Okay? So yung stock na ginawa natin, okay, na clear natin siya, Na-remove natin yung impurities, natanggal natin yung fats, nakuha natin yung mismong sabaw, and we just simply add salt. And that's the time we create a broth or bouillon. It's just an example of a clear soup. Next, vegetable soup is a clear seasoned stock or broth with the additional one of more vegetables and sometimes meat, all poultry products, and starches. Okay, so we have here the vegetable soup. Okay, consomme. Consomme is a rich, flavorful stock of broth that has been clarified to make it perfectly clear and transparent. Question, sir, how do we clarify the stock? Okay, to clarify the stock, okay, is just simply add egg whites, okay, into the stock. The egg whites will absorb the cloudiness, the impurities, and the other color of the extraction ng ating stock. Through the help of the egg whites, it will reduce the fats and other impurities. Okay, and that's the time we create the consomme. Sana parang hirap naman gawin yan. Okay, sample natin ng clear soup. Padaliin natin. Okay, clear soup. We have sopa, sotanghon, miswa, sinigang, tinola. That is example of clear soup. Okay, sir, ang hirap naman sinabi mo. Pwede naman palang mga yan. Which is true. We can use that inside the kitchen. We can use that to perform in our assessment. Those are example of soup. Pero syempre dahil nga sa training natin, we need to look at on what is the basic, okay? Okay, what is really given, okay, to our notes or lectures natin. Next, we have here the thick soup. Okay, thick soup, these are unclear soup. So hindi daw siya clear. So thick soups are opaque, okay, rather than transparent. So ibig sabihin, malabo, hindi siya daw transparent. They are thickened either by adding thickening agent. Ano yung mga thickening agent natin? Ano mga thickening agent po natin?
Cornstarch, flour,
Cornstarch, flour,
arrow,
diba?
arrowroot.
Roux, beurre. So those are kind of thickening agents that we are using in preparation of thick soup natin. Okay, and cream. Okay, so or adding pureeing one or more of their ingredients to provide heavier consistency. Okay, so example natin is the cream soup. Okay, so cream soup are soup thickened with roux, beurre manier, or Layson, or added a thickening agent plus milk or cream. Okay, then they are similar to velouté or bechamel. In fact, they may be diluting a flavor of either of these two leading sauces. The cream soup are usually named after the major ingredients in cream of chicken, cream of asparagus. Okay, so cream soup is an example of a soup thickened, okay, by the roux and cream. Okay, and then the term or the name of the soup is after the main ingredients they are using. For example, cream of mushroom soup, cream of asparagus, cream of chicken soup. So those are example of a cream soup. Okay? Ang important dyan is meron kang cream. Okay? Yun ang importante dyan, meron kang cream. At meron kang ginamit na thickening agent, either roux or slurry or bahala na kayo. Okay? Then we have here the puree. Okay? So puree are soups naturally thickened by pureeing one or more of their ingredients. Okay? Example natin ng puree, potato soup, squash soup or pumpkin soup. Okay? Those are kinds of soup that the ingredients itself can puree or dissolve or blend it into the liquid. And then yun na yung magpapalapot mismo sa inyong pagkain, sa inyong soup. Okay? Which is gagawin natin dito potato and squash soup. Yeah, we can use that in puree. Okay, next we have the biscuit. Okay, we have the biscuit. Okay, our thickened soup made out of shellfish. So pag ang soup mo merong shellfish like shrimp, squid, clams. So ang tawag sa kanyang soup is biscuit or biscuits. We have another one that's chowder. Okay, chowder are hearty soup made from fish, shellfish, or vegetables. Okay, although they are made in many ways, they are usually contain milk and potatoes. Okay, so ang pagkakaiba ng biscuits sa chowders, ang chowders kasi is meron siyang nakikitang mga items, not just shellfish or fish, but also a vegetable. In this case, wala. Ang makikita mo lang dito is just the chicken soup plus the shellfish na nilagay. Okay, so that's the difference between bisque and chowders. Okay, next, potage. Oh, well, potage. Okay, hindi ko po kayo minumura, yun po yung pangalan ng yun po yung pangalan ng soup. Potage is a term sometimes associated with thick or hearty soup. Okay, but in actual general term for soup, a clear soup is called potage clair in French. Okay, so example natin ng potage is these are lugaw. Kaya nandun yung porridge, potage. Okay. Okay, so from the stock, okay, from the clear soup, okay, you just simply add a thickening agent. Okay, from a clear soup, you just simply add a thickening agent, then that's the time you will create a potage. Okay, so that will be for our information in the different on how to prepare the stocks, sauces, and the soups. Kasi ang susunod na dito is self-check na, which is yun na yung makikita nyo sa new LMS. May sagot. Hindi ko pa pakita yung sagot. Ha? Okay. Meron ba dito? Same. Same siya nung nasa taas. Mas dinerive lang dito kasi mas in-emphasis dito. Ayan. So, commercial basis, same. Yung discuss sa inyo kanina. And lumabas yung NOR cues. Cooking. Ayan. Cooking of stocks. Okay. The white beef is 8 to 10 hours. White beef pa lang yun, ha? White pa lang yun. Pero pag we are aiming for a real beef stocks, it could take for about 12 to 24 hours. White and brown veal or game stocks. Kasama din dito yung pork. Okay, 6 to 8 hours. Poultry and game bird, 3 to 4 hours. Okay, pwede yung poultry, pwede natin siyang i-consume until 2 hours. Pwede na yan. Ilalabas na yung flavor niyan. Fish stock or fume for about 35 to 45 minutes. And the vegetable stock will for about 45, less than 2 an hour. Okay, so we have here. Ayan yung mga pwede niyang lumabas na mga pagkain for the brown sauce. Ayan, so methods of a glaze. Okay, so meron tayo ditong sample ng ating paggawa ng glaze. Okay. Ang term dito is gelée. It's not juice lie. It's gelée. Okay? Gelée po ang tawag dyan. Gelée is from thickened by cornstarch. Okay, ang gelée. From the stocks or reductions, and then you just thicken of using gelée, which is the plain cornstarch. You're not adding water. It's just the plain flour ng corn flour, ang cornstarch, ang gagamitin natin. Method of glance. Okay, brown sauce, the bones, streams, mirepoix, added tomato products, saute to a pin gauge, incorporate the stock, simmer for about 2.5 to 3 hours, then skim, add sachet piece, our bouquet garni. For the last hour, simmer, whisk, roux, and simmer for about 30 minutes. And instant, meron ka ng meron ka ng glaze. Alam ko may mga ano dito eh. May mga recipe to. Alam ko may mga recipe to. Ayan o, if you can see the modules, mas marami pa kayo malalaman. Yung mga velouté derivatives, Espanyol derivatives, bechamel derivatives, Hollandaise derivatives. Aside to sa example ko sa inyo kanina, eto meron pa dito. Mas dumami pa siya sa baba. Okay, service of soups. Ito importante yan na kung gaano karami lang dapat ang inyong soup. For an appetizer, which is a starter, dapat meron lang siyang 6 to 8 ounces or 200 to 250 ml. Ganun lang siya karami. Okay? Ang next natin is for main course, so ibig sabihin yung main course soup niya, it for about 10 to 12 ounces or 300 to 350 ml. Yan lang yung tamang tamang measurement ng ating soup pagdating sa service natin. Temperature, ang soup kasi can be served hot, can be served cold. If the soup required to be hot, then serve the soup hot. Ito yung may usok-usok pa. If the soup required a cold, then prepare the soup in cold. Okay, serve the soup in cold. Okay, holding service, garnishing soup, toppings. Yeah, and we have also the exam here. Okay, how to make white stock. Ayan. So, gagawin natin yan. May recipe, di ba? Ayan, prepared na po yan. Okay, physical hygiene. Ayan, no, kagaya ng in-explain ko po namin, pinexplain mo ni Ma'am Villanueva sa Core 1, Clean and Kitchen Premises. Lahat yan, lagi nakapaloob yan sa bawat core competency natin. Ayan, blah, blah, blah. Organizational teamwork. Yes, in-explain pa rin yan. Okay, then may answer keys na agad. Oh. Learning, how to prepare, service of soup, toppings, clear soup. Basically, just make some clarifier stuff. Clear meat, clarification. Ayan. So, how to clarify the meat? Okay, so number 1 na gagamitin natin is lean ground meat, which is the major source of protein in enables. Okay, you can use the egg whites are included in the clear meat because it being mostly albumin, and they greatly strengthen its clarifying power. Okay, so egg whites. Tama tayo dyan, egg whites. Curdling. Okay, next. Same siya ng ano. Ayan, ito na yung recipe. Makikita nyo to sa ano. Makikita nyo to sa Nourishing Elements natin. Recipe, how to create beef broth. Ayan o. So 2 hours, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Okay, cooking preparation. Ayan. So nandyan din yan. Pati yung nutritive value niya. Consommé, clarification. Ayan, yung sasabi ko sa inyo kanina yung clarification of consommé. This is the consommé. You just simply add egg whites, then strain. Ang lalabas na po dyan, ayan, yung egg yellow na kulay, yung pale yellow. And then this is the recipe. Okay? So yan siya. Nandyan yan sa Neo Elements ninyo. How to prepare it and do the clear vegetable, presentations. Ayan, so lahat yan nandito. Performance tasks, which is the actual natin. Safe work practices, nakalagay na rin yan dyan. Avoid burns, keep flowers, so and so forth. Ayan, so discussion na rin to ng core 1 natin. Nilalagay din namin kasi dito para bawat end na ating actual, bago tayo mag-actual, alam natin yung mga dapat nating gawin. Okay, so that will be for our discussion for the day, for our soup. Okay, so ano pa ba ang kailangan natin is, na-discuss na po ba sa inyo kung ano yung mga uniform na kailangan po ninyo? Is kailangan po meron kayong white t-shirt or white polo shirt, hairnet, apron. Sa pants, any pants. Okay? Black pants, maong pants, leggings. Bahala po kayo. Kayo bahala dyan sa pambaba ninyo. Importante, hindi po siya butas. Okay? Alam niyo po yung butas-butas. Yung, di ba yung may mga pants na may hiwa-hiwa dun sa harapan ng pants na pag umupo yung tao, ikala mo morcon, yung ano, morcon yung hita o kaya yung binte kasi butas-butas. Bawal po yun sa atin. Okay, so yun lang naman po and any questions po tayo? Any questions po, class?
Wala po, sir.
No, sir.
Ayan. Yes mo, Dayan. Dayan, any question?
Sir, kailangan po ba mag-PPE pag pupunta po dyan? Magsusuot po ba ng PPE?
Opo, pero pag pupunta kayo dito, wag niyo po muna suotin yung apron simula bahay hanggang hanggang papunta ng school. Babaunin niyo po yung inyong mga damit. Kasi dito po kayo magpapalit sa school, then saka po tayo mag-start ng actual. Okay, bakit po kailangan dito magpalit sa school? Para maiwasan po natin makuha yung mga organisms or mga bacteria po sa labas ng ating premises po natin. Yes po,
Yung
Dayan. Po?
Yung PPE po mismo, yung color blue, magsusuot po ba nun?
Ay, hindi po. Hindi po tayo magsusuot nun.
Okay
Hindi po
po.
tayo magsusuot ng PPE na kulay blue.
Thank you po.
Pang ano lang po yun. Medical field lang po yun.
Sir, kailan po
Saka
yung,
pang ano. Po, Joy.
kailan po yung actual training po?
Projected natin siguro pagkatapos na ating core competency after na start na tayo ng actual. By February siguro we can start na po. Ayan. Any questions
Okay
pa
po,
po?
salamat.
Okay. So,
Sir.
ayun lang naman po. Yes po. Maila.
Bali, ilang days po yung magiging actual?
Siguro mga mga 10 days. Kasi kung pwede natin pagsamahin yung, for example, pwede natin pagsamahin yung salad saka yung canapé, which is a sandwich, at saka appetizer. So 1 day na po yun. So instead na 13 days, nabawasan ka na agad ng 1 araw o 2 araw. Mga ganyan. May mga dishes po kasi tayo na pwedeng pagsamahin sa 1 araw na preparation instead na hindi naman pwede tayo magtenga ng 6 hours tapos ang ginawa lang po natin is nagprito ng itlog. So hindi naman po pwede yung ganung bagay. Any
Sir,
questions
sa
po?
uniform po sa t-shirt, kahit
Po?
anong kulay po ng damit,
Nang alin po?
yung ano po, yung uniform na po namin na t-shirt po na puti, kahit ano po ba yun?
Anong kahit ano po yun? Ay kulay puti lang po yun. Plain po. Majority plain. Majority plain po.
Plain white shirt. Plain white po lahat ng t-shirt.
Apo, plain white po. Kung meron naman pong may logo, okay lang kahit may logo ng, for example, Regata yung logo ng t-shirt, Regata o kaya Lacoste o kaya Polo Sport, okay lang naman yung maliliit. Wag lang yung majority may printed.
Okay po, sir. Salamat po.
Sir, last
Same.
question.
Yes po, Ma'am Myla.
Sir, dun po ba sa actual, wala po kaming gagastusin doon if ever po?
Yes po, sagot na po ng JSC lahat ng pang-actual po ninyo.
Thank you po.
Uy, shoutout po sa manok ha. Ngayon lang ulit ako nakarinig ng manok ha.
Talaga po ng asawa ko.
Ayan, question po ni Ma'am Hortelano. Ma'am, hindi na po kasi kung nasa amin na po yung requirements nyo doon, you don't need na po. You don't need na. Retrieve ko na lang po yung files po ninyo. Next question po. Ayan, before we end.